we will get started. That Tumblr. Stop it first. That would be absolute nightmare. Guys back here where y'all belong. Like that. So you can see me open it. So you can see what's inside. Is that better for you? So how are you today? I am doing pretty good. Monday is my cataract surgery on my right. I'm so glad to be getting that taken care of. That will be a good deal. So obviously no stream on Monday. We will resume again on Tuesday. The trusty steak knife. There. See, this is the seal. Back eyes up a little bit so you can watch me do this. This seal comes off of here. Like that. So you have the seal, we'll set up behind us here. Then you have cover. What you will do is you'll put the cover on the bottom and the seal on the top. Now back to the rocks. What we're going to do, let's see how we can do this. We're going to take our microfiber rag, put it in our hand like that, pick a rock, and put it in the hand and wipe it off and see how it's doing. That looks pretty good. Wipe it back off. I think it's better. We did like this and tilt you guys down so that you can watch me. A little bit of a luster to it. That's all we want. Just a little bit of luster so that when it goes into polish, it'll come out looking like this. See the shine on that? All the way around. Looks like we got one that's ready. Let's see. Do that. That one needs more. Some of these need to go through varnish again. That one is good. I gotta sort these later. But for right now, what I want to do is wipe this off. See that little bit of luster? That's all you're looking for right now. Oops. The next one. Get the next one. This one does not have a luster on it. This one is sketchy. What we will do here is we'll make piles like that. Pile right there is going to be ready for luster, and then we'll do another pile in front of it ready for step 2. And whichever pile is bigger, that's the pile we do at the end of the day. The biggest pile is the one that gets done first. Well, where's the first one? Right, we'll use this one. No luster at all. No. See what I'm talking about? It's all like matte finish all the way around. So that one is step 2. Clean. Oops, sorry guys. Hey Mary, how are you today? Where are you from? What area? I am from Montana in the U.S. And this one is ready for polish. See how shiny that already is? They're going to look nice after it's polished. Yep. Yellow jasper. You guys know how to tell yellow jasper? Good, thank you for subbing. Really helps the channel out when people subscribe. So you can tell when it's yellow jasper. Let me get this all wiped out for a second. When you look at the rock, see all these pockets of yellow? And then when you cut the rock, see yellow along the edge right here, and you might see it splashed in the center. That means that's yellow jasper. Now if it was red and green, it'd be red jasper. Red jasper is much darker. Next rock. Try to get all the big ones out of here, and I can pour the little ones in the colander on top of the bucket behind me. Oh, this one's looking good. Looking good in the neighborhood. This one's ready to polish. In a second. See how it's starting to shine up right across there, and when we buff it like this, you can see just a little bit of a shine. That means it's ready for polish. Next drop. This is a little rock. Pull it up right up here behind this. Make sure and get all the big rocks out of there before dumping the medium size and the little rocks in the colander. Because if the rocks are too heavy, it could break my plastic colander. Hey. Hey, Thread. How are you today, Thread? Well, that one went on the floor, so we will go on to the next one. I'll pick that up later. A messy job, but somebody's got to do it, right? broke off. So that one will have to go back in, start over at step 1 after we rinse it off. See, this looks like that a piece broke off right here and right here. We'll have to put that in the colander and rinse it off here in a bit. When we get a few in there. Here's a nice big one. That's the one thing about tumbling rocks. It's a messy job. It's a messy job. This right up here. That one can sit there for a while. We're just going to take our rag and wipe it off, and we're looking for just any kind of luster. I don't see nothing on this one. So we will set this one aside. Two. And like I said earlier, we stack them up. The bigger pile is one we do. I kind of got a feeling the bigger pile is going to be polish. I got another rock here ready for polish. See that? Just a little bit of luster right across there. When I wipe it. Now I don't want to wipe it with it wet, because getting it wet shows you what the luster is going to look like when it's done. It doesn't show you that it's ready for luster. So that one is ready. the polish. Yes. Going through a lot of rags, aren't I? Oh well. It's part of it. Can't see it as much right now that it's starting to dry. See, it has just a little bit of luster right across there. So we're going to put it in the polish pile. We're just going to go ahead and go for it. No, not too big. This one is not ready at all. Don't see no. I see a little bit there, but see, that one is not ready. Got a little bit of luster over there and a little bit over here, but the rest of it, and I see just a tad right there. So we could put it over for polish. Yes, we could. So let's move you guys around here so you can watch me dump this. And watch that I don't dump it on the floor. And we're going to dump this in here, in this bucket. And then we're going to rinse off what's in the bucket. In the colander, not the bucket, colander. One left. So I see 2, 3 that I gotta do. This one, this big one right here, that will do right away. lay that on top of there, and then we're going to take much water in here that we can, you know, all we want to do is rinse it off, get that stuff to go down in the bucket. That way it's not so hard on our cloths. Now, that's empty. We'll have to go fill that in a little bit. Okay, let me turn around here. Now let's take this big one. Get our microfiber cloth right here. Set this right here. Just rub it off. And this is an interesting one. I've got a couple of more of these. And I gotta do some further checking. I'm in Miles City, and I go to the Yellowstone River and collect rocks all the time. And I got these over there. And I got a different one. This one. I took a picture of it and I sent it to university, and the university said they thought it looked like concrete. But let me show you where it's different. Okay, you got these little itty bitty pieces of rock. Little tiny. Them are the size of a pencil lead. You would not put that in concrete. And the way it's layered and stacked. I got several pieces of this. This is one that I'm just starting to work on. But they come out looking real neat. We'll put that one aside to dry. That one can go to polish. And this one out. I would say that one needs more work. Put that one in the front. might be yellow jasper. Just looks neat. That one ready for polish. This one's not ready at all. A little bit on one side is, but not on any of the rest of it. So, see, no luster at all. A little bit right there, nothing on the rest of it. So we'll put that one for step 2. Let's see, what else can we find in here? This one right here. So far, the polish pile is winning. The polish pile is much bigger than the step 2 pile. Alright, see, so that one's not ready at all. There's no luster on it at all. That looks like it might be rhyolite, but we'll put that in the step 2 pile. Here. What water we got left? I can go to the sink and get more water, but oh, this one's ready for polish. Wow. Just using that little bit of water made a whole lot of difference. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? got a shine on it right across here. You see that? A little bit over there. Not much there. Not much there. We're going to put that in the number 2 pile. Or not the number 2, in the polished pile. Number 2 means it needs more work to get it to polish. See this, you got just a little bit of a luster right across there. Not much here. A little bit across there. So we'll stick that in the polished pile. Doggone. Goodness. Okay, here's another one of those sedimentary rocks, I call them. See this with a real thin layer. You got all these little itty bitty tiny rocks, the size of a pencil lead. That ready for polish. This right here. This is green adventuring. Water over it. This is not ready. This is tough stuff, but when it gets done, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. Because see, this has this white crust all over it. So what you have to do when you tumble it You have to get that white crust off. You have to keep tumbling it until the white crust comes off. Once the white crust comes off, you'll reveal that this is mostly green with just a few white spots. And it's the most gorgeous stuff. But that is not ready. That needs more help. This one is ready. See that luster shine right there? Wow. That's good. We're going to put this one aside for the polish pile. Polish pile definitely winning right now. Yeah, we'll put that one in the polish pile. I'll show you. So when you tweak this back and forth, you can barely see a little bit of a luster across here. Luster on there. If you have the least bit of luster, you can put it over in polish. I don't see any at all, but it's nice and smooth. I suppose we can put it over there and see what happens because it's nice and smooth. Alright, so that one, let's see. That one needs little more help. Not quite as smooth as I like them to be. Alright, I have to go and get some water so we can rinse out the tumbler. Let me move you guys around. Hey, Sid. Move this like this. This way. We're going to rinse that tumbler barrel out. But I gotta go get some water to do that. No, not this water. Get up from here. Don't have to leave the rooms. So we're going to take and put the water, a little bit of water, in the tumbler barrel. And I'm going to back you guys up and show you what I do here. Put this on its side. Adjust you guys, but we take and roll this around, and then we dump it on our rocks in the colander. And take and put more water in. Some of that spilled on my leg. You guys see this? This water and dump it on top of our rocks in the colander. And we're going to do that again. And this time we're going to swish it back and forth. Like you would a washing machine almost. Almost got it. Maybe put a little bit of Dawn. I got some Dawn dishwashing. Let's see what Dawn does. A little bit of a difference on them. You all see in there okay? Yeah. Making a little bit of difference. And we'll do one more. Sometimes you gotta get your fingers wet. Even when it's all messy like that. You're gonna dump it. Alright, so this back here. I'm gonna take one of our dirty rags and wipe out the inside. See the difference? You guys see in there okay? Alrighty. So that got that bottom pretty much cleaned out. And that will be okay because the next step is going to be polish. So we're going to put the polish wax in there. That's this big pile of rock over here. I always try to put the big rocks on the bottom. Got rocks attacking me. Oh well, it happens. That one is ready to use. Nope. No, that one's not ready. cover the colander and put them in here. So we have enough. This one in for polish. See if we can polish that up a little better. We'll do these. That one. Nope, that's the end of that. Okay. Our water. Pour it over the rocks. Gotta make my hole so I can see where the water is. I always fill the water up to about right there. Water. One thing I do, I reuse top. There ain't no hole in it. There's not any holes in it. But if there was a hole, I get another one. They're not that expensive. Alright, that's good, right? Alright, so you guys, let me see. Right there in the corner. See the water level right there? That should be just a little bit more. Sorry about all that shaking around there. borax in. A tablespoon of borax. Gotta put grit in my little container here. Turn you guys towards the cabinet so you can watch. This right here. Order some more. This would be enough to get us started. This will be enough to get us started. Definitely have to order more. Turn you guys around here. Six tablespoons. All we got right now. Might have to let her go longer, but also a couple of tablespoons of 1,000 in there. 1,000 ounce polished grit, but I think the 8,000 does a better job, but we don't have enough. And we have to use something else. Need another 3 screws. One, 2. Supposed to put 6 tablespoons, I was supposed to put 6 scoops. And the scoops are 2 tablespoons each. guys watch me do this. This is the seal. We have to take a rag and wipe it off. Well, that was a cluster mess. Put that in there. Take this. Don't get it all off, we won't make a seal. That's pretty clean. Now we gotta focus on the top of the tumbler barrel. All this. If there's any dirt or anything on there, it will not. You don't want 17 pounds of rock and slurry to be all over your table. Right? Things like I've dealt with that with a different tumbler that I not fun. Very upsetting. Here. Boof! And then go check it out and see what it is and find the barrel off of your tumbler and rocks and slurry all over the table. I had a 2-pound tumbler that did that all the time, no matter what I did. The only thing I could put in it was little itty bitty rocks like this. If I put rocks in it this size, it did perfectly fine. That one can be polished. What about this? Yeah, that one can be polished. About fine all they can be polished. They're going in. That one. That one there. Make sure back one in there. Step one. Alright, so we're going to put our lid on, or seal, put our seal on. Make sure no rocks or bump the lid or anything. This is our cover, call it a lid. Put our 6 wing nuts on. Tighten and I always do tighten about an inch more. And tighten a little bit more. And tighten a little bit more. Back you guys up so you can watch. I'm going to put this on the Tumblr. I really like this Tumblr. Really like it. Actually, let's lower it. There we go. 48 hours, that's 2 days. That's long enough for us to check it. Alright. So that's what I got for y'all today. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing. And we will see you all again tomorrow. Thank you.